I understand not all of them, not most of them, but you don't believe in any conspiracy theories?
Unbelievably creepy. TikTok. Let's go.
Lucifer never existed in the Bible. The reason why we created that archetype was because we had misunderstood and mistranslated the Hebrew text. But it gets even deeper. So the entire world learned about Lucifer through one verse in the Torah, which is Isaiah 14:12. And that's the famous verse that goes, "O Lucifer, how art thou fallen," etc., etc. We translated the word Lucifer into the English as an uppercase noun, a name with a big L. But we got the English from the Latin, and the Latin is where the word Lucifer is first shown to us because it's a Latin word comprised of two root words, lucis, light, and fere, which means to bring or to hold. But we got the Latin version from the Greek version, and in the Greek, where we would see Lucifer, we would see the word phosphorus, which is equivalent to the Latin Lucifer, which means light or fire or bright. But we got all of those from the Hebrew, which is Hillel ben Shahar, and Hillel ben Shahar means Hillel, son of Shahar, and the word Hillel means bright or shiny. And so that's where we got Lucifer, son of the morning, Hillel ben Shahar, because Shahar also means morning. But there's a reason why that is used in the Torah. Isaiah was a royal prophet and a royal scribe, and he was writing during the time of the Babylonian exile, when the Babylonians were descending upon the kingdom of Judah and taking them all into captivity. And so he was writing a prophecy about the downfall of the Babylonians, saying that they are like Hillel ben Shahar. Hillel ben Shahar was actually a Canaanite deity belonging to an old mythology before Judaism, and in that mythology, Hillel was a younger god who tried to rise to the throne but failed. But it gets even deeper. The word Hillel, the Greek word phosphorus, the Latin word Lucifer are all words that can be used to describe or denote Venus. And Venus is the brightest celestial object in the sky preceding the sun. Hillel was another version of an ancient Canaanite deity known as Athtar. And Athtar was a male rendition of the female Astarte, who was also Ishtar, who was also Inanna. And all of these goddesses were also represented by the star Venus. And so Isaiah was prophetically and poetically saying that the Babylonians are like Venus, they are like Hillel. They think they are something bright and shiny, but they will soon be overshadowed by God or the sun. So that's what he was really saying. So the early Christians looked at this and were like, oh wow, like he's talking about some person named Lucifer. But we totally just took that and ran with it and exaggerated it. And so there never was a Lucifer.
Hey, that's interesting. I wish he dropped down some resources so we can all look into it. I'm not knowledgeable enough to speak wisely about it, but it definitely makes me question.
Do you think these people are aliens?
He's standing so weird. Still took the what? It's two of them. Oh, it's a whole community of them. What in the world? Yo, that was weird. What were they doing out in the middle of nowhere? Where were they going? And why were they all dressed the same? I have questions. I need answers. We got an alien map in 10-4. He looked burnt, but they just took him off the grill. That's weird. Weird. Why this guy breathing so hard? Either this alien stinks or he worked real hard on wrapping that tinfoil. Is that gold? Golden foil? Some type of alloy for sure. I don't see any eyes, no nose. Oh, look at that. I can see it a little bit now. Their little mouth, where his hand is. So they don't have teeth. I guess they just suck down worms or something. I ain't about to peel his eye back. Oh, some kind of film over the eye. So aliens don't blink, huh? Nothing to hear. So maybe they communicate telepathically if this is an actual specimen. I don't know what that means. Is that his hand? He had 3 fingers? Is that what he's trying to say? And why is he alone? In a real life situation, real world situation, would he really be doing the autopsy all by himself? There wouldn't be any other specialists or doctors or anything in the room, no equipment, just him and his golden Ford. And that was wild. It's hard for me to believe whether that was real or fake. I don't know at this point. But what would you do if you came across an alien that crashed in your backyard?
Black Afro people are the only ones who diss their own ancestors.
The ancestors do not exist. Those are demons that you speak to. Those are spirits.
Anybody that's dead, you are worshiping a demonic spirit.
We appreciate what our peoples did for us, but we don't worship the dead.
I feel it's important that everybody has the opportunity to speak how they feel, so no bash or hate to anybody who I just previously showed. TikTok does videos for educational purposes, entertainment, all that. They have really done a number on us. So, to say that the ancestors don't exist, and anything on the other side that you have a connection to is demonic, I guess it was wrong for us to win the Haitian Revolution for us using these demonic powers. Now, y'all know what the Day of the Dead is for Mexican people. They celebrate it by cooking food for their ancestors. Anybody who passed on, hold pictures up, light candles, and have a day to actually appreciate them. Their connection to their ancestors is good enough to be in a movie.
Right, yeah. I know all the songs. My kids
Offering food.
Look how big she's getting.
Even Asians, they have a strong connection and foundation with their ancestors. They put the pictures up, the candle, they're offering food. They get a movie too that shows the worship of their ancestors. My point is, even in the media, in our households, we demonize everything that our ancestors did. And when they did make a movie about Afro people, they demonized voodoo. Why is it that when we connect to our ancestors, it's demonized, but any other being, it gets put out into the mainstream media that it's
interesting? Maybe there is a conspiracy with that. Maybe the powers that be don't want us connecting to our ancestors for whatever reasons that may be. But I ain't gonna lie, I've had experiences where I've had the dead come visit me. People I've never seen, people I have seen, and I tell you, if you've never experienced it, it's a trip. Comment down below with your experiences of a video. But I'm a former Marine. Simplified all my other Marines out there and service members. Thank you for your service. But I've been in combat zones and I've been deployed, so I've seen the face of war, and I've seen all the resources that are wasted, the money that is wasted, the billions of dollars that just goes to waste while we have people and families here who are struggling. Like this gentleman said, it's never made sense to me either. Comment down below. How do you feel about war? Does it make sense to you? Or maybe I'm just exaggerating. Oh, maybe war is necessary. What you think? Let us know. Something has to change. You got to do something different, people. There's another one of these for the plane sitting still. I don't know. It's hard to say on that one.
We're talking about how your giving has really not met the level that it's supposed to, you're really not tithing. And we really would prefer that all of our members tithe when they come to us.
Let me tell you something. I give $20 a week. Some of them folks put $2, $3.
Yeah, but see, you make more than $200.
I feel like you're targeting me.
Oh, no, we're not.
You know, because you know me, you know I make a few dollars.
Can you go your voice?
Oh, your voice?
Yeah.
This ain't no lie, bear.
Okay, well, we have to deal with the elephant in the room, and the elephant in the
Pastor,
room.
I'm just be honest with you. Look, I'm not finna come up here and give y'all all my money that I make every month. I'm just sorry. I be fair.
Well, we're not looking for you to give
I put $20 a week. Yeah. And then sometimes I feel good. I have
$20 a week is like giving a dollar.
Could I say something? Is that your 10% of your earnings?
That's my business. That's what it is.
I wrote it.
Well, she wrote what you make, and see, it does not reach.
Well, I got to just find me. I'm not gonna let y'all attack me.
Yeah. Well,
I really don't even believe in it. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I think that was man-made. You feel me? Because back then, when they came up with 10%, ain't nobody had jobs. So where the money come up with 10% at?
Who told you folk didn't have jobs?
What job was? Everybody paying everybody with apples and oranges and bananas.
They had jobs. They had livestock. They had
what black folk?
My neighborhood, for example, I grew up in, there's like 15 freaking churches in the span of maybe a 5 square mile radius. And you see people go every Sunday, give their money, give their 10%, and tithe, do everything right. The community does not change. The community doesn't benefit. It's still dirty. It's still crime. A lot of families don't have necessities. You would think, as a community, everyone pulling their resources together, that the church would play a major role in and also strengthening that community. So where is all this tithe money going?
For sending this to my attention. Y'all, this is groundbreaking. This is an extremely long video, but I highly recommend watching it all the way to the end. So this footage was captured off the north coast of Aguadilla in Puerto Rico. A couple of fishermen came up to some sort of glowing object and started recording. Wow. Instantly you want to think maybe it's bioluminescence, or maybe it's divers. When you have a glow that strong, that powerful, you would assume you would see rigging, maybe a documentary crew, something. You see nothing. You just see the glow. Then they continue to follow it, and you see what they found. It looks like they captured an alien outside of the USO. Tell me what you think. Is this a real alien swimming in the ocean near its rig? Like, post, comment, repost, let me know.
Mira, prendí, apagó. Y una boya allí.
Just the light. That doesn't scream extraterrestrial.
So I saw a video of a guy who was.
Yeah, I'm not buying that one. I need a little bit more than that, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
Talking about how they are coating our fruits with roaches. Now, I decided to do my own research, and the guy is right. So basically, they are coating our fruit with shellac. But how is shellac made? Shellac is made from roaches in India. All right. I got a whole video on that. If you look at my other videos, you'll see the whole process on how they make the shellac with the bugs. They are putting that on our fruits. See, this is why you go into the market and you see all these fruits looking so perfect and shiny now. That's why. So look at this. This is supposedly organic oranges, mandarins, whatever they call it. Look at this. Coated with vegetable and or lac resin-based wax. Lac resin comes from a roach in India. Look at this. Organic limes, right? Look down here. Coated with food grade, and of course they always call it food grade because that's just what they do to make it sound better. Beeswax and shellac. Are you guys not paying attention to this? Have you not been seeing this all these years? Because I didn't. It's called the Lassifer bug, all right? AKA Lucifer. They call it Lassifer because they're basically just mixing the name up and it's really shellac. So they're throwing shellac inside of Lucifer and calling it Lassifer. Look at these apples. Look at this. They put it up under the bottom. Look at the bag. Look at this. Look right there on the bottom. Shellac-based wax to maintain freshness. Bullcrap, okay? There's roaches. They're coating all of this with roaches. You gotta understand they're coating all your fruits with roaches. Look at this. Look at these oranges.
Disgusting.
Coated with food grade, vegetable, whatever, and or lac resin-based wax. I got a video on my page that's about 10 minutes long, which shows you exactly how they make this product. And they're coating the fruits with it. But in the meantime, watch this.
Saw this at Trader Joe's. People walk by this all day and they don't think twice. They're sleeping. Look at what they use. Do you know what lac resin is?
No.
You guys know what shellac is?
Yeah.
Shellac, nasty cockroach parasite from India. Go watch my video on shellac. I think it's pinned on this page. And they smash them up in a barrel. They're cockroaches. They smash them into their poop. Their poop makes a wax on branches. And they scrape this wax off the branches. And they step on it like they're making grape wine. And they make this wax poop. And they spread it out. And they use it to coat your deck. That keep it weathered from hurting your deck for years. And that's what shellac is, okay?
They putting that crap in there.
And then it's not ready to be as food yet, okay? It has to go and get arsenic. They add arsenic on the government's biotech website, okay? And then they add alcohol. Then it's food grade. Check it out. Wow. Check this out. You guys want facts on it? Watch. Alright guys, check this out. Resinous glaze, what is that? Shellac, right? The shellac is derived from the raw material sticklac. What's sticklac? This is sticklac. This is the wax they poop out when they're dying. Okay? This is demonic. Okay, now I just said that demonic. Shut up, dude. This isn't demonic. You're fear-mongering. Look at the name of this. What does that say? What does that say? What does that say?
Oh, you just killed it with that one. Yo, my plan. Wow. Yo, I got my love for you, man. We gotta hang out.
Wow.
Lack of.
There you go. All your kids' candy. You see that resinous glaze on it? Guess what? It's wax. They put it on our food. They put it on your candy.
Man, that's disgusting. Man, we can't have anything. We can't even have fruit. We can't. God, dog. Nothing. We can't have nothing. Did you know about this shellac stuff? Comment down below.
Filled acrylic cylinder.
That's dope. I'm not sure if he's trying to show the conductivity of that material, but pretty cool. It's nice.
Yes, again, just to prove to you guys that I wasn't crazy. Watch, she's gonna get out. She's gonna walk around the car, sit in the other side. She's stuck in the same pattern. She's done this 5 or 6 times.
She got out.
She's gonna get out, walk around the back of the car.
Got out, walk around the back. She's barefoot too, by the way. Gets back in the driver's seat. Puts on the seatbelt. Man, that was staged. That had to have been staged.
I accidentally came across a glitch in the Matrix today.
Interesting.
Scary things hidden in photos.
Whoa, see that face? The stick monster staring at you in the back. Yeah, that looks real. Oh, he got some genitals. They covered it up. Maybe it is a real alien. You know what's funny? There hasn't been any reports of crop circles since like the 90s and early 2000s. What happened to those? They stopped making crop circles?
What is it? Be careful, be careful. What is that? But that could be a satellite. That could be a satellite. Is that even real? I don't know, but it's not moving. It could be a satellite. No, it is. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Yo, if this is a flying saucer, I'm trying. If this is a UFO.
Wow.
Dang. It's weird. Okay, that looks weird. Okay.
You learning how to moonwalk. That's the first. That's step one.
Now try the stair. Oh, we'll wait for that. Oh, it shows you. Oh, no, that's all the pictures. Okay.
This happens to me every day. Look, that's a RAV4 on level 3. It's right there, right? The third spot down.
Third spot
now,
down.
I swear to God, this happens to me every fucking day. I park on, always on the 4th floor, but always different places. Level 4. My fucking RAV4.
That's wild.
Dude, this happens to me every day. Every day. Look how many spaces there are in here. On level 3, a RAV4 is always parked in the same exact space that I fucking am. It's weird.
I could have my Gucci on. I could wear my Louis. But even with nothing on, that I've made you look. I've made you look, yeah.
Okay. I think I missed it. Did y'all see it? I missed out. Oh, it's the right. Split in it. Okay, I see the split. And it disappeared.
Is this company trying to free the devil? I know this sounds crazy, but CERN is a company that is heavily funded and claims that their work helps uncover what the universe is made out of and how it works. Basically giving us a better understanding on how the Big Bang happened and how our universe was created. But there's some things that truly scare me. For one, did the company go out of their way to build a facility on where the devil himself lives and sits on his throne? You see, in the Bible, in Revelation chapter 2, verse 13, Jesus says Satan's throne is in the same city in which Saint Antipas was unalived. Biblical researchers found that Saint Antipas's life was taken under Emperor Nero in a city called Lyon, which is known today as Geneva, Switzerland. That's exactly where CERN so happened to have built their company's facilities and campus. If you pay attention to CERN's logo, it strangely has 3 6s, and you know exactly what that means. Elon Musk himself calls CERN's technology demonic. Oh, and if that's not weird enough for you, they have a statue on their campus of the god Shiva, which is known as the Destroyer. One night, someone actually filmed a group of people who worked at CERN performing a human sacrifice in front of the campus's Shiva statue.
What? Okay. I'm walking up a little bit close. It's creepy. Why? Oh, you see the little person in the white shirt? What are you gonna do true to it.
What the?
Right, she laid down. They really not going to sacrifice this chick right here. There's no way. Oh! Oh!
When asked about it in an interview, a spokesperson for CERN said that it was only a prank and that no one was actually harmed. Yeah, sure. A prank. Ha ha. Ha. How do you get caught doing something weird and then go, guys, relax, it's a prank, bro? Anyways, they have a machine called the Hadron Collider, the largest and most powerful particle accelerator ever built. It has only had 2 runs in its lifetime. Some people believe that this machine is actually a portal to another dimension and that their plan is to work and find a way to release the devil himself out of hell, which would not only release him, but a bunch of demons down there as well. Now, there is some science to this because it creates incredibly high energy collisions with particles, which can theoretically open up a portal or tear the fabric of space-time. Now, there's no exact scientific proof of this, but who knows? Now, let's say none of this is true. There are other concerns concerning CERN. Try saying that 10 times fast. A genius and protege coined the name one of the world's smartest kids, who also created a free energy machine at the age of only 13, has warned us and said that he believes that CERN's experiments are threatening to break the fabric of our existence. And they have already moved us to a parallel reality that is similar to our own.
If there are other universes, they're next to ours, and this actually relates to my theory of the Mandela effect and how the particle accelerator altered the weight of one electron and therefore destroyed our universe and shifted us into the universe that's directly next to it, and therefore things are different in this universe.
Have you ever woke up and felt things were a little off? Yeah. Something's a little different. You're not where you belong. Or maybe you remember Pikachu having black at the tip of his chin. Again, Monopoly Man having a monocle. Or that there was a Boots popsicle, even though they claim one never existed. Well, maybe we're not tripping. Maybe we're not in our original reality. I mean, a man has supposedly caught a video of the Berenstain Bears book slowly transitioning into a parallel universe and becoming Berenstain Bears.
As he leaves into the room. Yeah, we got that one. Go back and check it out on the last video.
You look at that.
I think it's episode 6, I believe.
That is changing. Right there. It's changing.
Crazy. Look at that.
Right there.
I mean, who knows? The Mandela effect could possibly be the aftermath of CERN doing these so-called experiments. Why can't they move me to a reality where there's no bills, no rent? This earth is ghetto. I mean, we got good chicken though. We got some good chicken. By the way, comment one Mandela effect that you found out or remember. Now, you may think this is all a bunch of malarkey, but there's been experts in the science community who have actually came out and warned us of the same thing the kid did. They're saying CERN running these experiments could create a black hole that would devour our world.
How would we know? We wouldn't know. By the time we had any idea what was going on,
Francis Calligero, a nuclear physicist who was co-winner of a Nobel Peace Prize, published an article titled, "Might a Laboratory Experiment Destroy Planet Earth?" The essay sparked a series of debates that were never ending and lasted years. People all over the world was concerned that CERN might destroy us all. Okay, portals to hell, switching realities, creating black holes. There can't possibly be any more concerns, right? Sadly, there are. I'm just as shocked as you. Now, you know I said that people believe that CERN is opening portals to different realities or a different dimension, maybe even different worlds. People believe that this is where these beings called reptilians or what we see as aliens are coming from. They're not traveling billions and billions of light years of space to get here. CERN is just inviting them through their front door. I mean, there's hundreds of species that have said to be walking amongst us today. Pleiadianos, the Greys, the Arcturianos. That many species can't be traveling through space to hit Earth. Someone has even claimed to have footage of one of these species.
Like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Man, that's not real.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we terrified of it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large.
Calm down, y'all. That's just my ex. She loves nature. All honesty, I can't tell if that video is real or CGI. It's just too realistic with the muscles in the back and everything. But what do you guys think? Should we be worried about CERN? Or is it just one big conspiracy? I don't know what to believe anymore. Make sure to hit that follow, because part 2, it's gonna get crazy. And you don't want to miss it.
Yeah, answer that question for me. You think CERN is an issue? You worried about it? What's coming? You have any idea? Drop it down in the comments below.
Glitches in the Matrix.
Why she frozen? Bro, I'm tripping.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she's playing freeze tag. Ball disappeared. Where'd the ball go?
Oh.
He did slap the hell out of that ball, though. That's wild. Look at that. Yeah. Look, it's high traffic backed up in both directions.
I am witnessing a glitch in the fucking Matrix, and I swear to God, if this squirrel doesn't come back out, I'm gonna have a panic attack because did you see his nose?
See something moving in the street.
Oh my God, wait, stop it.
Yeah, it's
There's
crazy.
nothing there. There's not a grate there. There's not a fucking grate
That squirrel
there.
came out of
Where
nowhere.
did this bitch just come from?
It's a spawn from hell.
What
Run.
the fuck? He just came out of nothing!
He's coming at you. You better run, girl. You better run. Oh, that's crazy.
In numerology, life path 7 is often known as the Seeker. Individuals on this path possess a distinct set of qualities that distinguish them in both character and in purpose. The journey of life path 7 is characterized by a relentless pursuit of knowledge and introspection. These individuals possess an innate curiosity that drives them to explore both external wisdom and inner enlightenment.
Are you a life path 7? How do you know what life path number you're on? I know one of y'all got the information in there. Comment below. Send a link or something. I want to learn more about that.
What you think. The moon governs liquids on the earth and in your body. This is why all the tides in the ocean follow where the moon is. When the moon enters your birth sign, the oil in the brain is released down the spine. Body, soul and mind. The moon is your mind, the sun is your soul, the earth is your body. This is why we say lunatic, because the moon is your mind. And in your mind you have a specific mood, which is the moon. The moon takes 30 days to travel around the whole zodiac. This is why it's called a month, because mon is moon. You can use the moon to your advantage. Start new projects and new chapters in your life when there's a new moon, so it's growing with you. This is decaying. The moon has an effect on our psychology as well. This is why the crime rates go higher when there is a full moon and creates lunatics. The moon also governs the menstrual cycle or menstrual cycle. The moon takes 14 days to go from full to a new moon. It takes 14 days for the egg to become mature in the ovaries. If the egg is not fertilized, 14 days later the egg will bleed.
Crazy. That's wild, man. That dude would be dropping some gems, yo. But hey, fam, thank you for hanging out with me this long and watching these conspiracy theories and these crazy, creepy TikToks with me. I enjoy it. I'm learning new things every day. I'm getting seeing things that's piquing my interest, and I hope that you're getting something out of this too. Thank you again for hanging out with me, and I see you on the next one. Peace.